will respond to such thing. But in the realm of things not so giant, a study finds that phthalates in masks have now been linked to penile atrophy. And I did pull up an article because it sounds so. Oh God, Jason P. Mercier said, "Who's going to put the mask on a rat or a warthog?"
I would totally put a mask on a warthog.
I was just, all I could think was a meerkat, and I was like Timon and Pumbaa with masks on, riding around with like a muffled Hakuna Matata playing in the background. It's like, Hakuna Matata. You can't understand any of the words.
Shredder had a mask on. Look at how cool Shredder looked.
Yeah.
That's a very
how
good
about
point.
Kane or The Undertaker? The Undertaker had this, when he broke his nose, he had a mask on.
Oh.
Or all the Foot Clan, and they were basically wearing whole head COVID masks.
Yeah, and, or the Luchadors.
Which is basically what I go to the gym in now. Is I realized the other day that my masks for the gym that are like semi-breathable look like Foot Clan masks, and I was like, oh man, I need to get the red band for it. And, start, like kicking the fucking bag while I'm in there. It'll be great.
Do I need to get my luchador mask? Because I will.
But yeah, the study, chemical that causes penises to shrink, found in masks. And I just want to say, I love this article because not only did they find a really great stock photo of diversity in the lab, they've made sure that the purple matched the eggplant emoji perfectly. That is like the perfect color that matches that. It just...
Now, can I just say, I mean, in terms of emojis... how disgraceful is this that this is our best representation for a fully erect? We got. Are you kidding me?
GW Blue Blazer.
Can we just cut in some like badass music, like boom, 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 boom? little light show change. Yeah, but we got the little eggplant emoji. Yeah. And I would say this makes a lot of sense because GW was telling me he's been wearing his mask. His dick keeps getting smaller, and he can't figure out what is going on.
Which is strange because he's lost weight, and usually you gain some size when that type of thing happens. But Jason P. Mercier also said, or Mankind. Yeah, Mankind mask could be really great.
I had dinner with Mankind, for real. Just got to say that. Sorry.
Wait, you had dinner with Mick Foley?
Yes, I'm not joking. That's GW.
Yeah.
For real. I don't want to flex. But it's true.
I'm jealous. That's amazing. So, yeah, basically the study found that phthalates have been linked to genital shrinkage, decreased fertility rates, and less masculine behavior in young boys. Dr. Shauna Swan, which is a beautiful name, Shauna, you should be in the news more often.
Or do porn.
Yeah. Oh, there's so many good names for porns, too. A professor in the environmental medicine and public health at Mount Sinai Health System has warned in a new book that phthalates, a chemical commonly used in manufacturing of plastics, can shrink penises and decrease male fertility. A study linked in the National Center for Biotechnology Information, which operates under the National Library of Medicine and the National Institute of Health, found that microplastics used in the manufacturing of COVID face masks contain a number of toxic chemicals, including penis shrinking phthalates, which...
Here's a better question.
Yes.
Do you think, sorry to cut you off, do you think, all three of you, do you think people wearing masks has developed kinks, mask wearing kinks for people sexually?
Yeah.
You think they're like, now they're like getting turned on, they're looking all over, they're like, well, that person might not be ugly. Just leave the mask on. Maybe they are.
No, Nick, it's actually done the opposite for me. It's completely ruined the allure of the mask because you assumed if somebody was wearing a mask, same with, I've explained this on the show before, actually, I think, that scrubs were like the same thing, where scrubs were a symbol for a while that you were like worked in the medical field or that you did something important. And now that like every housekeeper on the planet wears scrubs, it kind of ruins scrubs for me. And masks have done the same thing, where it used to kind of be like a symbol of status, that you were intelligent enough to work in the medical field, or at least, you know, you hadn't been fired for malpractice yet. And now everybody wears them, and it's just kind of like, I'm almost like, the first couple weeks, don't get me wrong, I was hot and bothered all the time, but now it's just, it's fallen flat. It's like I'm overstimulated. It's like it's what porn does to a lot of people, you know, like they just see so much of it that nothing interests them anymore. That's how I feel about my mask fetish.
I stayed, really quick side note, I stayed at a dude's house after a show somewhere, I don't know. This dude, I was falling asleep in his living room. He had so much porn around, like just movies and VHSs, and I just remember sitting there. I'm like, well, everyone's sleeping. Should I like put one up? I didn't know this guy. It was like stacks of it, and it was just right there in his living room. I was like, fuck it. Don't even put it under the gun cabinet. Fuck it. Just do it.
I was in the opposite situation where I had a bunch of porn in my living room, and I had a friend sleep on the couch, and he still decided to spend the $50 on whatever Comcast had on demand.
Oh no!
I was so pissed.
He's jerking off in your fucking couch,
which is fine, you know. I get it.
Fine. Not a $50 jerk off. I mean, for God's sake, you're staying at the Ritz-Carlton over here.
Like, dude, you watched that for 3 minutes. 3 minutes. You know how many DVDs
can't even go to the video store in the back room to get one. Remember that? Video one?
You know?
Real world?
Big spender over here, you know? You gotta be kidding me.
Jason brought up a good point, and I hadn't thought about asking this question. He said, since porn was brought up, what would be your porn store names? I'd like to think mine would be like, I'd probably be Hickory Wood.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't know.
How about Jackhammer? I'd be Jackhammer. Fuck it, Jackhammer.
I think that's taken.
Fuck it's mine now. Hashtag. Change it right here. Hashtag.
What are the rules? Like your first pet in the street you grew up on?
Oh yeah,
something like that.
Which mine would be Rage Hillcrest.
Which is a great fucking porn name, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I would probably go with something that like rhymed with my name, like Huge Dick.
If I was gonna go by G-Dub's thing, the first, what was it, first pet name in the street you grew up on?
Yeah,
be Frisky 4. Which sounds, you know, it's got alliteration. It doesn't sound that bad, but I don't know if it's as good as Hickory.
One more nuanced tour story, and it's very quick. Another time, I don't remember where I was. We were all staying, and there was a bunch of roommates in this house, and everyone went to bed. And there's like 3 or 4 people living in this one house apartment, and I was sleeping, okay, in my sleeping bag next to all my band members, and I just hear this girl and this dude just getting it on, just hardcore in front of, like, there's a bunch of people sleeping on the floor, and we didn't see them. They were in a room, door shut, right? Next day, trying to band etiquette is to leave the house because it's not yours pretty early, right? So I never saw who was doing it. But until this day, both of them were like the best looking people I could ever imagine in my head. Because you just don't know. Was that Ken and Barbie in there? Was it Ken and Barbie?
So if you happen to be out there, fans of the show, and you were the ones banging next to Nick, please send us a picture of what you look like. And if you look good enough, we'll pass it on to Nick, but we don't want to destroy his fantasy.
Yeah, I can't destroy that. And you know what? Yeah. It's a very awkward time when it was just like really loud. It wasn't just like, are they doing it? It's like, yeah, they're doing it.
Oh, they're getting the jackhammer on.
The jackhammer.
Well, I assure you, Nick, they were just as good looking as you thought they were.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Absolutely. Avril Lavigne in there. skater boy, inner skater boy.
Yeah.
Yep, in the skater boy. Ain't bad.
Yeah. I'd bang Avril Lavigne, but I think it'd be complicated.
That was a good one.
Thank you. I couldn't help myself. So, Avril, if you're watching the show,
absolutely.
You're married to somebody.
Dogecoin.
Great way to end this. That's a good call off right there. Damn.
Avril, if you're out there, you're probably married to somebody much more rich and successful than I am, and I'm married to a wife who could beat the fuck out of both of us. So you should probably not contact me, but maybe just slide in my DMs. And
Nickelback dude, I think she was married to that dude Nickelback for a while. I don't know if they're still together. But
Hickory, are you reading your letter right now, or is this improv? I think that we should
dude, I'd have to reach through 2 pages of names to get to her.
I'm currently in a relationship with a beautiful assistant. I think she could beat both of our asses. Call me.
Because you looked really beautiful in your last video.
Do right.
Manasa comments in, Avril hadn't had this much press since 2007.
Well, hey, she faked her own death. It's not my fault. Okay, It's not the same Avril. Look it up. Illuminati and everyone's hanging out. I know it.
I felt like
if you're there, write me me soon.
I gotta look real quick. Did she? I felt like she might have been married to the Sum 41.
Sum 41 dude. Yeah, that's true. Derek.
And they got a divorce, and then she went with Chad Kroger.
Oh, she went to Chad after Derek?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because, it's all killer, no filler anymore, so it was...
Apparently...
Skater boy. Sorry.
Yeah, apparently...
Skater boy.
Apparently dollars over dignity with Avril.
And remember, Skater Boy is the 8. Skater Boy with the 8.
You don't even skate. He does. Okay.
I'm looking up just to see if she's married right now. Is she still married to Chad Kroger? No, they got divorced in 2015.
Oh, damn! What?
Yeah, she's
2015?
Good for her.
Yeah, she was married. She was married to Derek Webley from 2006 to 2010, Chad Kroger 2013 to 2015.
So Buck Cherry dude's next, gotta be. Who else are famous Canadians?
I have a chance.
Tom Green.
Tom Green. He was a skater boy.
He was.
Probably when he liked Gregor.
And Tom Green was holy shit. Tom Green was married to Drew Barrymore 2001, 2002.
So he doesn't. He's all good for forever. He's
He just kind of ends up on the long list of bad decisions by Drew Barrymore, right?
She might have a bunch of them.
One of the funniest things I ever saw live was an episode of the Tom Green Show when I was a kid, and this dude who was playing guitar came in. He had a guitar that was a chainsaw, and he chainsaw Tom's desk, and Tom got super legit pissed, and he's like, "No, it was awkward. They were gonna do all this."
Remember that the guy who's literally on a cow's teeth, drinking milk out of it.
I remember
that someone has the audacity to take a chainsaw to the film studio. I mean, my God, the hypocrisy here. I mean, for God's sake, if I'm on the Tom Green Show and I'm not taking a chainsaw and chopping something up, I don't feel like I'm doing my job as a guest. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm here.
I should have done that to your guys' show right now. Should have brought a chainsaw.
That's the problem with these stream shows, Nick. That's the problem with these stream shows.
I don't have
Absolutely. I could take those
Mac anymore.
Shatter those beautiful plants you have just right on the ground. Just really piss everybody off.
Jason said Freddie Got Fingered movie with Tom Green was pretty messed up. I agree, Jason, but I only saw that like on mushrooms when I was like 15.
Was
I've
he
never
supposed
watched
to
it
call
since.
Freddy
I
got
want to
fingered?
disagree with Jason and say, fuck you. The movie is not fucked up. It's a fucking masterpiece.
GW takes a hard stance on this.
Yeah,
What was it? Was it Road Trip? He was in Road Trip too. That was funny.
he was.
Go to that too.
Dangling the rat down to the mouse and like, I know you want to eat. Yeah, I miss Road Trip, man. That was back before everything turned into just like a knockoff of American Pie or National Lampoon.
True.
It's like, yeah, we missed right by the time like the first American Pie and then Van Wilder came out. I felt like it all went downhill from there.
Well, I mean, it all goes downhill from there, right?
Jason rebuts and says GW it is. We might have to have Freddie Got Fingered debate night on the show at some point. So GW and Jason
for the life for Freddie Got Fingered.
I mean, I would love pitching the script in 2021 in Hollywood, where I walked into like a major studio and I was like, I got the script for you. It's called Fred Got Fingered.
I want to see the sequel to Freddie Got Fingered. Freddie Got Fingered twice.
Freddie gets fingered again.
At the Westway Cinema. At the Westway Cinema.
I wish I could have bought that place. That would have been. I've always had a dream about Westway becoming like the theater that just plays like old classic movies.
You know that dude who screwed his girlfriend with the Price Chopper bag?
Well, I don't know him, but he's kind of my hero.
Wait, let's just say that guy definitely got a hand job in the Westway Cinema because no one went to movies there.
Let's just call it.
So
I think as far as
got a hand job at the Westway Cinema, I guarantee you, I put money. Someone got a hand job at Westway Cinema.
Hit the beat to that. Someone got a hand job at the Westwood Cinema. Oh,
yeah.
I think in Drunken Under.
Cats.
I was going to say, I think in Drunken Under Quarantine show lore, that guy's just going to be known as MacGyver from here on out. Like, I don't want to get her pregnant. I don't have a condom.
And then he just
really
rips it off and goes into the cinema and he's like watching like Dick the movie. You were watching about Nixon.
Oh, no,
like it happens to be completely coincidental. The film's called Dick the Film. It's about Richard Nixon and his presidency early on. I just happen to know Dick. Anyhow, it's a long story. Okay.
Jason comments back. He said, one of my friend's roommates had owned the cat from the movie.
Oh, whoa. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's one of those small world things. But I think we're about at it. Almost an hour and a half. You guys have anything you really want to get off your chest? Not plugs yet, but anything you wanted to follow up on before we plugged ourselves and got out of here?
I just want to say, listen, you guys are so funny. It was so great. All of you guys are hilarious. Made my heart so much happier being a part of this. I can't wait to see you guys on a stage somewhere doing your thing because it's so. Thank you so much for having me. All three of you guys, hilarious. I love the card trick. This is great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being here, man. I'm glad you agreed to
That's
do
what
it.
I have to say.
Thank you. G-Dubs, you got anything?
I'm good, man. I fucking love Nick Grandchamp. I will say that. And I love Collen Doyle.
Collen's
Whoa!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I feel like we're going to have a lot of good sound clips.
Remember that, Collen, when you're booking for your Broadway comedy club show. I love you.
You know, I'm going to remember that was a great callback from GW. Heartfelt, maybe not so much.